What happens when love, betrayal, and scandal collide in the chaotic world of Sean Diddy Combs' exes? How far will Gina and Young Miami go to expose each other? And what secrets could destroy not just their reputations, but an entire empire? Could leaked medical reports and explosive legal accusations finally reveal the real story behind those wild Freakoff parties? And what about the innocent caught in the crossfire? A baby girl whose name carries the weight of a twisted legacy. If you think this is just another celebrity drama, think again. Stick around till the end, because what's coming next will shatter everything you thought you knew. Ready to uncover the truth? Let's get into it. So you've barely dipped a toe into the Diddyverse lately? Bless your heart. Meanwhile, the rest of us are watching this circus unfold like it's the season finale of Real Housewives of Planet Petty. The exes, Gina, Huynh, and Young Miami, aren't just throwing shade anymore. We've officially hit DEFCON 1. Gina, the forever backstage pass holder in Diddy's rotating lineup, seems ready to detonate the gossip bomb of all gossip bombs, an allegedly leaked STD report. Classy, right? But let's not pretend this drama sprouted overnight. No, darling. This mess has roots. Gina and Diddy had their thing from 2019 to 2020, if by thing you mean a relationship that lived in the shadows and whispered through locked doors. No red carpets, no public declarations, just dimly lit selfies and secret vibes. Gina gave off the tragic aura of someone in love with a man who treated her like a limited-time subscription. Then instructs Young Miami in 2021, louder, flashier, and unapologetically visible. Suddenly, Diddy's taking her out in daylight like she's not a state secret. He still wouldn't slap a label on it, of course. Heaven forbid. But he was doing couple things in plain sight. And let's just say, Gina didn't exactly take that development with grace and poise. Enter 2022. And Gina, unable to sit on the sidelines any longer, attempts a comeback. She dropped some old Diddy flicks on the gram, because nothing says, "I'm over it," like digging through your archives to prove you once mattered. One photo had the internet choking on its popcorn, especially since Diddy and Miami were playing public power couple at the time. Bold? Yes. Desperate? Also yes. And now, here we are. STD receipts allegedly flying, egos bruised, and Diddy somewhere in the background dodging accountability like it's a full-time job. Reality TV producers, take notes. Oh, honey. It definitely didn't slip past Miami. She clocked Gina's latest stunt and came swinging on Twitter like it was the WWE Finals. She didn't hold back, called Gina an attention-starved groupie, and begged the universe to just hand her some relevance already. Gina? Oh, she caught the shade all right and wasn't about to let it marinate. She came out clapping right back, ready for war. Then Miami lost all remaining chill. What followed was a digital drag session so scorching, it practically melted timelines. Miami let loose with the kind of venom that suggests this beef had been slow cooking for years. She accused Gina of sobbing through YouTube interviews about wanting Diddy's baby, roasted her for allegedly being in a decade-long kneeling competition, called her sushi, yes, sushi, and basically disassembled her ego with the precision of a woman who's had enough. And just to really drive it off a cliff, she threw in a not-so-subtle jab implying that if Diddy ever wanted Gina to service Miami, she would have done it on command. Savage doesn't even begin to cover it, and for a minute, it looked like Miami had that round in the bag. She came in loud, unfiltered, and with enough fire to light up the timeline. But you know what they say about karma? She doesn't knock, she slithers in quietly, with a baby. Just a few weeks after Miami's scorched earth monologue, Diddy casually shattered the internet with the world's most awkward plot twist: a new baby, with neither Gina nor Miami. Enter Dana Tran, a cybersecurity specialist, yes, really, who had quietly given birth to Diddy's daughter back in October 2022. But Diddy didn't bother to announce it until December, while still very publicly waltzing around with Miami like it was all hearts and hashtags. So now the million-dollar question: did Miami know? Or was she sipping mimosas one minute and finding out she was the side chick the next via Instagram like the rest of us? Either way, the optics were straight up embarrassing. And for Gina, oh, it was sweet vindication. She wasted no time dropping a video drenched in petty perfection. You beefing with me over a man, and he got another girl pregnant the whole time. City girl down 1,000. Boom. Mic drop, confetti. Exit stage left. Oh, you thought Gina was finished? Please. That was just intermission. Because right when Diddy's world started imploding with legal chaos and lawsuits flying like confetti, Gina decided to double down, heels on, claws out. Suddenly, the whispers around Young Miami's alleged role in Diddy's notorious freak-offs started sounding a whole lot louder. And spoiler alert, these weren't your average celebrity after-parties. Think more Eyes Wide Shut than bottle service at Livy. According to lawsuits, including some eyebrow-raising claims from Diddy's former employee, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, these events were organized, drug-fueled sex parties involving multiple women, manipulation, and even human trafficking allegations. And guess who allegedly wasn't just a guest, but a facilitator? Yep, Miami. According to the court chatter, she allegedly helped prep the women, move the drugs, and at times even took part herself. A-list behavior? Not exactly, but wait, because then the nuclear-level rumor dropped, Miami allegedly caught something. Not a cold, not a bad vibe, something serious. And in true petty villain origin story form, Gina apparently has receipts in the form of leaked medical paperwork. Because why just subtweet when you can commit full-on HIPAA violations for revenge? Now, this isn't just messy, it's dangerous. Dragging someone's health status into a public feud crosses all lines, but according to insiders, that's exactly where Gina's heading. She's allegedly trickling out pieces of Miami's supposed STD report like it's a promo for the season finale, and apparently prepping for a full-scale exposure. Some are even saying this might be uglier than what happened with Sexy Y Red, and that was a train wreck. To make matters even more bleak, Miami's own ride or die, JT, is apparently off the wagon. The two have had a very public, very bitter fallout, and JT isn't holding back. In one particularly cold jab, she called Miami and a few others ex-workers, all but confirming what the streets had been whispering, that Diddy was allegedly paying for more than just companionship, and bragging about it. Real supportive bestie energy, right? And now, the narrative has flipped entirely. The streets aren't calling Miami a victim anymore. They're dragging her like a Birkin in a rainstorm. Willing participant? Glorified party favor? PR puppet? Take your pick. The judgment has gone nuclear, especially since Miami's not just a rapper, but a mother. Suddenly, the conversation isn't just about scandals, it's about legacies. People are wondering what kind of example this chaos sets for her daughter, and whether the money, clout, and designer bags were really worth this kind of downfall. So maybe we're asking the wrong question. It's not who's winning the beef, it's why are women still fighting over a man who gave them nothing but wounds, secrets, and side chick status? Maybe the real villain of this saga isn't Gina or Miami or even the STD report. It's Diddy and the entire industry machine that rewards men for building empires on the backs of women they treat as disposable. But hey, that's just one lens. What's yours? Drop it in the comments, baby. Hit that slam that subscribe button, because trust, this saga isn't wrapping up anytime soon. Oh no, Gina's not done. Miami's not the type to stay quiet. And if that report goes public, if those receipts spill across the timeline, we're not just talking about a social media feud. We're talking about the unraveling of an empire, a legacy cracking at the foundation. Freakoffs, cover-ups, relationships built on power plays, it's all teetering on the edge of exposure. But here's the gut punch, the part that never trends, the part that's too real. There's a baby girl in the middle of all this, a child with Sean Combs' last name. While grown adults trade shots, leak private files, and chase viral moments, she's the one who'll grow up and Google it all one day. She'll sift through the scandals, the lawsuits, the leaked documents, and see her father's name drenched in drama, her legacy tangled in dirt. And that's not tea, that's tragedy. It hits different.